everybody. Today we're going to be talking about healthier men one mustache at a time. So for those of you that don't know, it is November, and every year in November there is a relatively new tradition of men not shaving their face. I am currently participating in this tradition, if you'll call it. Maybe not against my will, but I don't usually like to have facial hair. But today what we're going to talk about is we're going to go over the history, the origin of Movember, or No Shave November, how it started, who started it, controversy behind it, and where it's going today, present day. All right, so here we have Brett Burns of the San Jose Sharks. He's a hockey player, and obviously we have Boston Red Sox baseball player here. And this is the masculinity of the playoff beard. So before I kind of get into the origin, I'm going to be talking about what the beard and facial hair represent. In the early 70s, hockey, I used to play it myself, had a tradition where in the playoffs, the athletes, once they reached the playoffs, if they didn't shave their face. And so this persisted and it became a sacrilegious thing amongst all hockey players. And today, present day, it's kind of infiltrated into baseball, football, high school, college. It's grown. So with that, we're going to kind of step into the origin of actually when Movember started. All right. So for those of you who don't know, this is the great Tom Selleck, the OG of the mustache, if you will. And in November 30th, 1999, 7 nightly news aired in Adelaide, South Australia, the true origins of Movember. So there's going to be two different groups here. We're going to be talking about the No Shave November and Movember. And in 1999, a group of basically Australians came together in a bar and decided that they would bring back the mustache. And in 2003, so this is Adam Jerome, with a group of his friends in Australia, made a bar bet to see who could bring back something from the 70s and make it stick in the mainstream. And this is what started what we now know as Movember. So for those of you who don't know, how does No Shave November work? Again, it encourages men of all ages to stop shaving their face for the full 30 days of November. But this isn't limited to just men or women, or just men, sorry. They have what they call Mo Bros and Mo Sisters. And for that, Tom Whitaker, Director of Grassroots Engagement for Movember, stated October 30th, 2013, women tend to be the gateway to health. Whether it's a mother or daughter, wife, girlfriend, or pal, women lead by example. They're normally the ones who encourage men to go to the doctor. I know I'm guilty of this. Movember is for everybody, not just men. So how can women participate? Women, by not shaving for the month, you don't need to grow a beard or mustache. Use the money saved from shaving products, waxing, etc., and you can donate to the Movember movement, and men as well. Some of the impact that has happened since this started. So since 2003, the Movember organization here, this is a graph taken from their financial research, over the last 13 years has raised $710 million for men's health. They're actually the #1 privately funded cancer research for men. 76% of the funds raised allocated to men's health programs. As you can see here, this is just a breakdown of $1 of charity giving based on cost allocation for admin, fundraising, retained funds, and actual program itself for the charity. So the areas that they focus on are prostate cancer, which tends to be the predominant issue in men's cancer health, skin cancer, testicular cancer, colon cancer, and then also mental health and suicide prevention, where men are 75% of the current suicide tragedies. So the priorities today, working on, so the Movember organization, what they do is they work on a new prostate screening method, because the current method today is actually not very accurate and actually causes a lot of misdiagnosis. So what the Movember organization did was they funded 300 independent researchers to conduct specific research into a new urine specific research screening method. It's much more accurate, causes a lot of less false negatives, and it's continuing to impact men's health everywhere. Going forward, so this is just prostate cancer specifically. This is taken from the Movember Foundation Prostate Cancer Impact Report. So prostate cancer, as you see, is the second most common cancer in men worldwide. More than 1.1 million cases of prostate cancer were recorded in 2012 alone. It is the sixth leading cause of cancer death among men worldwide. And prostate cancer accounts for about 15% of all new cases diagnosed in males. Now moving forward, the culture behind of Movember has kind of grown into this like pop culture now. You have things such as the Oscars, which is a charity launched in 2010. It's an online global user-submitted video contest that helps Movember participants showcase their involvement in the movement. And I'll show you this after the speech. It's just a little video, Call Me Maybe parody about mustache awareness. And with that wrapping up, what I wanted to say most importantly was, with a really creative idea, passion, and a lot of persistence, an individual, in this case I'm wrong, and those individuals can influence a group of people, who can influence a town or city, and who can help develop and move a nation to promote change and development. So next time you're having drinks or hanging out with friends, and you come up with a whimsical idea to bring back a 70s mustache trend, imagine the impact that it just may have. Thank you.